part of what is going on when we're in sacred commerce, which is we are alleviating ourselves off of fight or flight. And taking ourselves out of the energy body of survival, which has been how we've run our culture, how we've run our lives, how we've been sort of trained, right? To be in fight or flight, to be looking out for the self. I mean, that's why we've gotten so tight and contracted. And there's a piece of it that's really related to our physical bodies not being fed well from the earth anymore. So where our bodies were meant to be fed from with these trace earth minerals is that relationship, we basically severed it through our practices. So as you listen to these different things going on, what's happening really is we are getting back into relationship with how we were meant to be fed, right? And so when our systems, our adrenals calm down, our endocrinic systems balance, these things start to happen, we're kinder to each other. We're more peaceful. We're not aggravated, in the anticipation of being late or wrong, or all the things that we really can look at in our culture and say, where do we create like toxic energy, basically, relationally. There's a lot of relational toxic energy, and as we clean up our own systems and we get sourced really deeply, our relationships can come back to a place of nourishment, right? We sit peacefully for a moment. We can smile at each other at the airport. we have a moment, and we can take a deep breath when our 5-year-old wants to put one more bead on her necklace before she can get out the door. Like, that's really okay, right? But when we're in a state of survival, that's a panic moment. These small things, and I think we can all attest to ways that we have lived and been in relationship with each other. Not to mention self-talk. Not to mention how it is that we are treating and being in relationship with ourselves. And we do take a lot of workshops, and we do a lot of practices, and we do a lot of things because, we want to be in alignment. It's what we want, right? Yet, we blame ourselves a lot for not being able to come back into alignment when there's something so profound happening, which is deep depletion. Deep depletion, right? Even issues of, watching issues of chemical addictions, brain chemical, imbalances, all kinds of things that we have put a lot of story on top of it. We've added a lot of cultural messaging, not only to ourselves, but to each other, around issues around this. And it's deeply studied, not just this product, No, it's deeply studied that what is happening to our physical bodies and our brain chemicals through mineral depletion. So for us to be able to receive deep mineral resourcing into our bodies through a whole food nutrition in particular, I just want to name that this product was not born out of someone's mind. Yes, this beautiful man Wayne concocted by taking, but more like sort of like around the cauldron, like took natural, wildcrafted out of the earth and from the ocean and mixed things up, which is really different than what we've mostly been exposed to, which is nutraceuticals, and pharmaceuticals, but even nutraceuticals, which are coming out of beautiful intelligence, but it's still coming out of a mind. And one of the things that I have learned so much in this journey that I never knew, and I don't think many of us know, which is that when we overload our bodies with one mineral, because we heard that helps with colds, or we heard that helps with this or that, our body will balance itself by depleting itself of another mineral. So it keeps in balance with itself. Does that make sense? So we think we're doing the right thing, and we're loading like a heap of something into our system to fix something. And our body gets rid of all kinds of things to just stay in balance. So whole food nutrition for me is deep sacred commerce. It is deep coming back to the divine feminine and the trust in that what my body needs is on this planet somewhere. Like that, I just was like, I can't get past that. That what my body needs to be formulated in a laboratory. It's like, no, like that. No. It's really deep, innate intuition to say that. So that when we receive whole food nutrition, our body actually knows what to do with it. The wisdom of my body knows which piece to take, which piece it doesn't need, it can release, and it can have this brilliance that is innate to my body. And I don't get all involved in it. I made babies, right, in my body. Like I've had 3 children, and I remember being in this moment, like, pretty much doesn't matter what I do. You know, I'm going to eat as best I can and that kind of thing. But this formulation of the brains and this formulation of the fingers and the toes, and, you know, I'm not really involved. And I really, I really feel that that is the same truth with the systems of our bodies as well. We don't really, our mental body isn't really meant to micromanage this profound intelligence that is going on. We just need to source it well.